Okay, guys, welcome back. Another exciting edition of Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Stick around. We shall be commencing the 2015 graduating class here at Let's Paint TV University. Dun 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 dun. All right. Well, just a thought. It's not that we're going to follow through with this because, as you can see, we do not have a graduating class. But I guess in some ways, we do if we thought about it. Yeah, that was on another window. There was something going on in the window. Well, we are happy to be here. I'm tempted to start painting because we have some backup situations. We have some couple of paintings that need to be done for that have been ordered basically, and I need to work on them. So maybe I will do that. Boo! High energy. Bring the high energy. John, bring the high energy, will you? Feel free to call us, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. Call the program right now. You got questions about comments? I don't know, you just want to chit chat? Feel free to call. I will try to entertain your You found my UCLA class, New York Times. Huh. There's not a picture of me in that, is there? In that? I don't think so. As I recall, I was not in the picture. But maybe there was a group picture, I forget. Was there a group picture and I'm in it? For some reason, I feel like there was not a group picture. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. I did not ever meet the guy, but I obviously knew who he was and knew people who worked for him and also studied, I guess, if you want to call it a study. Basically, you hung out. The art school I went to, it's about hanging out. It's actually being in the ideal sense, in the good way, peer to peer or colleagues in somehow it could get that well, become that. Though when I'm looking back on it, it wasn't really like that. But I'm in there. I'm in the New York Times, 2006. I don't even recall that picture. So it was a big group picture of all of us, right? I don't. So many people from that class have done really well. Though I'm still working on it. 818-528-4516. Some people would say that I'm doing pretty well too, I guess. For all intents and purposes, I'm doing great. Eight 818-528-4516 is the number. Who's Spencer Lewis? He was my fellow grad student. He was my buddy, my sort of kind of best friend, if you will, in the grad program. And I never see him anymore. It's kind of sad. He works for, I see him once in a while, like once a year. He works for like one of the most famous, successful artists, painters of the day. I always feel weird about that when you work for someone, when people do, devote their time to working for someone else's time. I know people have to do it. People get paid for it, and you can get paid pretty well, but it's just, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I guess I could do it for like a week. I'm good at working for about a week. I'm good for a week. Kind of like the Kilda Flower Shop. I was there about a solid week. It wasn't even 9 to 5. It was just 5 hours at a time, roughly every day. But you throw in the travel time, the to and fro. All right, let's take a call here. We are on Rat Patrol here in the Let's Paint TV house. Hello, caller. What's going on?
Hey, John. Hey, John. I just want to tell you, you're so cool, and you made my days really nice.
Oh.
And I really
you.
appreciate you being on TV and painting.
All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ojai, California.
Ojai. Nice. Fantastic.
So keep on painting, man. You make my days happy.
Okay, even when I'm not happy myself.
Well, you're kind of like the guru on those days.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have to get.
Man.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye, John.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice call. Melancholic, I guess, would be the term I would maybe point out. Yeah, we're on Rat Patrol here. They're back. The rats are back, so we have to set up the traps, and I can never find the damn hole where they get in the house, but they get in somehow. They're not getting into the house, they're just in the walls, which could be better that than actually running around on top of you while you're sleeping or something. I was thinking of doing a Naked and Afraid episode, but here at the Let's Paint TV headquarters, just the Black Widows and rats running around. That's about it. Mosquitoes, rats, black widows. What else? I guess that's about it. If you want to call us, you can, 818-528-4516. I might just actually start painting here. I took yesterday off. Actually, I've been taking the whole week off or the whole month off. Though, we always have a reason. Always, maybe it's a bad reason, but it's always good to have a reason or at least have an excuse. I'm big on excuses. I like excuses. Feel free to comment or feel free to call us, 818-528-4516. I had my coffee. And but that's cool. Feeling good about that. Ojai, my goodness. I've been to Ojai maybe about 3 times in my life, and it's a very beautiful little area. I don't know. I can't really place. All right, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hey, John. It's Sam in Baltimore.
Hey, Sam.
I haven't been able to watch in a while, and I know that flower shop thing looks exciting, but I don't know much about it. Can you tell me more about what happened?
Well, you can look at, if you looked at any of the photos. Basically, I set up a flower shop at the Daniel Rolnick Gallery, and instead of buying flowers, which will die, I painted flowers, which will last
really
forever.
lovely.
And they'll last forever. That's the idea. That was it. We did about 70.
The big marketing push this year was like chocolate dipped strawberries. Maybe next year you can paint some of those.
Oh yeah. We did some teddy bears. And then we mixed it up. I mean, people were sending, dropping, showing having me paint pictures of their childhood, pictures and their dogs, and a lot of dog requests.
Man.
Yeah, cat, stuff like that.
How many paintings did you wind up painting?
I think we came up to a number of 70, but I suspect it was a tad bit more. But
that's a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was a marathon.
I'm glad that was such an exciting time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of recovering from it right now. I mean, and then looking for the next exciting thing to do, which I don't necessarily have. I have one idea that's sort of out there that I haven't. I'm sort of waiting to be rejected from the powers that be before I just do it on my own. But
does it involve helicopters?
No, it involves being in outer space.
Yeah.
So I really, yeah.
Zero D paint.
What's that?
Zero D paint.
Vera B. What?
No, zero gravity paint.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, at least play with the idea. I don't know.
Man, I'd love to see you on one of those, like the International Space Station treadmill.
Yes.
Where you're kind of strapped down.
Right.
Yeah, that would look really great.
Yeah, no, I would like to explore that, but I will explore it no matter what. But it'd be fun to have some interaction with some actual, have some doors open so that it could be a better interaction as opposed to just all this DIY that I do.
Yeah.
Or DIY, where do it yourself. Yeah. DIY. I always say DIY just because do yourself it. What's going on over there in Baltimore? We haven't talked since. Yeah, I guess it's cooled down a bit, huh? Crazy.
Well, actually, it's heated up.
What?
It's gonna be in the high 80s today.
Oh.
But no, it's. Yeah, it has cooled down a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, after Mosby, the state's attorney, listed out the charges.
Yes.
That was kind of it. Things calmed down.
Right. Oh, I see. Because they're going to have these murder charges or attempted or whatever, manslaughter or whatever. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
There was a lot of charges.
but
I think the most impressive one to me was the illegal arrest charge, which
oh
we could get more police like really responsible for the kinds of arrests they make. You know, that would make a huge difference in some communities
yeah.
with the level of trust.
You know, I was watching that go down, obviously, and Ferguson and any other kind of police brutality situation. And, you know, with technology we have today and, you know, Facebook posts and you know, social media, there's plenty of, I mean, I guess if we did this, probably there would be no one working in the police force, but maybe one could consider, or I'm just speculating, you know, it's probably easy to weed out racism, you know, in the police force, just by looking on social media. But I don't know if that's like, you know, ACLU, freedom of speech, if that's imposing on freedom of speech. I don't know, but you know, it is. You wonder if that's possible, but maybe you can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I think the biggest change that's going to happen in this country are police body cameras, and I think they're coming really quick.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out the privacy issues, because you don't want to be like involved in a domestic dispute and the police show up and they're filming it, and then it ends up, you know, in public records that everybody can access.
Gotcha.
You know.
Well.
Yeah, and you don't want to watch police go into the bathroom either, right?
No.
You know, but yeah, we need to be able to subpoena the videos of what cops are doing, and it's going to change the way people behave around them, and it's going to change the way they behave. And I think that's going to be the best development that we'll see coming out of all this.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Now, I heard someone complain, and of course this was a police officer, complain about that idea, which I think we got to do it. Not too many people saying that it's a bad idea, but this guy was warning, well, then police are now not going to have any discretion anymore because they're being filmed, so they can't just like let things go because they're filming everything.
Yeah, well, it depends on what kind of discretion they exercise, and if their discretion is to shoot first and then worry about what's going to happen later, you know, they need to be held accountable for that.
Right. No. Believe me, that's what it's for. But what if it's like, I saw you jaywalk, you know, and now I got to give you the ticket when maybe if it wasn't being filmed, or I saw you, you know, do something that was probably wrong, but it wasn't really that wrong, and the fact that you are a pretty blonde who batting your eyes at me, I can't just let you go now. I have to.
Yeah. Well, I think it really depends on who gets access to the video. You know, if it's only brought up whenever there's like an issue, you know, then the videos just go into a database and eventually are deleted.
But you know, here's the other thing. It's fine and dandy, but everyone has cameras now anyway. So that we live in a camera, everyone's being filmed society no matter what. So that's why we have footage of almost everything that, you know, has come about. We have footage of it, or not everything, but a lot of it.
The problem is there are a lot of police that hate that, and they're quick to snatch people's cameras.
Yeah, well, that's
they've gotten in a lot of trouble for that.
Well, they're going to get in.
So many times.
They got to get in trouble for that. They can't do that. They don't have the right to do that, and then they should be, you know, not, you know, whatever, persecuted.
Yeah. How do you do that if you
crucified.
Don't have evidence, though? That's the whole point.
They need to be crucified.
You can't do anything about it. Yeah.
Well, but it worked out. So that's somewhat, or it's now. Of course, there's going to be a trial, and so when they get off for you know, then it's going to be another riot.
Well, there's a grand jury first. That's where things could go south. We'll see. People might forget a lot before then.
Well, they besides responding to the good or bad between that kind of development, more things have to happen regardless of what happens with that. You know, the community, better community interacting, you know, with the police and just the government and citizens and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in a way, it's another example where possibly it's hard to imagine, but sometimes these awful things create good things. So.
Yeah, that's the best we can hope from.
Right. You can only hope for that, but it's not a. No one wants to have to go have anything awful like that, or these things happen, to get to the good things. But it looks like you guys and everyone wants to make something good out of this. So.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, after the burning of the CBS on Monday and a lot of looting around town that didn't even get reported by the media.
Right.
Like more than twice as many people than the looters were out that next day cleaning up around the town. Some people just took it as a holiday to just go out and clean up. So
yeah.
It's a lot of hope that one can see that doesn't always get shown.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Well, in fact, I'm talk about hope. I've been thinking about the end of the world, and I'm thinking about setting up a TV network called End of the World TV. You know, so and this our channel will better CNN and Fox News and all the other various news networks, because we're not going to try to hide the fact that we are advocating the end of the world, and we want you to see that everything is going bad and show all this awful stuff all across the world 24/7. We're not sugarcoating it. We're going to be straight up, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just straight, no chaser, end of the world now, and then just go to all the hot spots.
On YouTube right away, man.
Get that on YouTube now, huh?
Yeah, get it right here right away.
And then I thought,
well, good to talk to you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to, it's like I don't want to. I have stupid ideas or maybe they're good ideas, but I don't really want to like necessarily do them, because it seems like, it's like that's what I want to do with my life, is make shit like that. It's like maybe
exactly.
Maybe I don't want to do that. So have someone else.
For you.
Huh?
I have an attainable goal for you.
Okay.
Why don't you get on the treadmill and start painting?
Yes, I know. Well, today is one of the first days in about a week or so that I feel my back's not bothering me as much, that I can actually get going. So I actually will, if you guys just would stop calling me, I will I will be getting. All right, Sam. Good talking to you, buddy.
All right, put on 2 miles per hour for me.
What's that?
Put on 2 miles per hour for me.
All right. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll do that. I'll do that now.
Right.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Okay, bye. All right, there's Sam giving us an update from Baltimore. And feel free to call us if you like, 818-528-4516. I've had my coffee, and I should and I will at least walk on the treadmill of life, the treadmill of creativity. Okay, so let's look into that. Move some stuff around. And I got some paintings I need to get onto too, so maybe we could even do that. All right. Ugh. Oh. Oh my. All right, you're watching Let's Paint TV. Feel free to call us here. I'm still taking calls, even if I'm on the treadmill. We have the ways and means. We know we can do it. We can do it. Okay, where are the comments here? I'm missing the channel here. Oh, there you are. Nicholas coming all the way in from Europe. I forget, some country out there in Europe. Okay, 818-528-4516. A little water, some coffee. Reading your chats. And we're going to turn on the treadmill. Whoops, there goes a comic book. I did that. I did like 3 or 4 comic books, and then I somehow burned out on that idea. I still got them though. They're still there. Sometimes things burn out because I feel like there's no traction, in the sense that no one wants to buy them or something. But you can't let that be the sole purpose of why you make anything, is based on someone buying something. If you do that, then you're not really you're kind of not really activating the artist code of ethics. No, just sort of the true artistic wherewithal, because you're gonna miss something. All right, Sam, we're at 2. Right, look at that. We're right on 2 miles an hour. I don't know if I'm gonna bust through much more than just do some walking, which again, as I'm going from, I'm basically halfway through life here, maybe more than halfway through life. One might want to take it easy, and so I guess we're doing that right now a little bit, a little bit easy, and sleazy, a little sleazy too. On top of that, so I got some paintings I need to figure out or finish up. These are some leftover flower shop paintings that I ran out of time. So I got 3. And I guess I should do them. I don't know if I'm going to get to them just now, but we can kind of inch our way into it, if possible, or not. Okay, these guys they're always different. These cardboard guys are always different, which is good and bad. Got a lot of problems. They got problems. This one's better than the other one. Okay, look at that. Feeling good in the neighborhood here at Let's Paint TV. 818-528-4516 is the number. $2 miles an hour. I don't think I'm going to actually do any painting, but we're just going to hang out. Just hang out. Maybe we could just come up with some ideas. That's always fun to do. Or thoughts. The thought police. Thinking about what we're going to do next. Yeah, I got this idea of somehow, I think we can do this here actually, set this up as a outer space scenario of some sort. And I got to get a spacesuit. I got to get a spacesuit and just start wearing a spacesuit. Let's paint in space. Let's paint TV in space is sort of the idea. So I'm kind of onto it. I haven't really set forth too much. I haven't got my spacesuit yet. They have them on eBay. I'm thinking about buying one. At least the helmet. Or I can make one. If I make one, then it's going to take time, but then it would be more personal. But do I have the technology? Do I have the wherewithal to make it work? Will it look like shit? But then if I buy something already factory made, like it's a Halloween costume, will that look like shit? These are questions. These are questions I'm pondering. And as everything, as always, one at least I have found, instead of thinking so hard about it, just do something, and do something with yourself. What's a centrifuge? I've heard of that. I've heard of that word, but I don't know what it is. Centrifuge. Not sure what it is, but it is something, isn't it? A centrifuge. It's like a technical term or a mechanical scientific term. I put that in scientific terminology of sorts.
All right, so we're kind of thinking about space, or I'm thinking of just sort of thinking out loud that that's maybe my next agenda, though I could easily be taken away or sidetracked into another dimension, which I'm more than happy to do so. I'm free, is what I'm trying to say. Is I'm free. I'm just floating with the options. I got options. We got options. We got lots of possibilities. Do we want to make some fetal embryonic attempts at any of these, or should we do nothing and ponder for the rest of our for eons and eons and eons? Astronauts get strapped in and spun around in space, getting multiples of gravity until they passed out. There's an airplane flight. There's a zero gravity airplane flight that I saw. That it's the flight is in southern France, I believe. And maybe there's other ones, but this one is the only one that I saw, like, you know, by just looking up on Google. And it's a zero gravity flight. So they basically take the air, you get on like a 747, you know, a big old airplane, and they take you up into the outer, you know, not outer space, but you go, you basically are going, you know, 30,000 feet, whatever. It's some number. But what they do with the airplane is that they crazily make the turn the airplane and shoot it down and then up, or do something like that, so that it creates the effect of zero gravity. And I think the zero gravity is only for like a minute or something. But a bunch of scientists, I forget. Well, we can look it up. Of course, I'm not looking it up right now. And so they have scientists and various researchers on this airplane to conduct tests in zero gravity ultimately. But I would have thought, or I think that there's got to be some other products or machines, if you will. You know, maybe they're run by NASA or SpaceX or something that can create that zero chamber thing, zero gravity feeling, you know, being in outer space. I gotta say, I don't think I really want to go to outer space. I just like the idea of pretending, more like Capricorn 1, you know? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more Capricorn 1, that movie. You ever saw that? Was O.J. Simpson in that, by the way? I forget. But it was I like the premise, you know, like they didn't really ever go to outer space. They didn't go to the moon. And I'm not really keen on going to any outer space stuff, because I don't know if I'm slightly claustrophobic, or I'm afraid I could be. Also, I'm afraid of heights. But that doesn't, you know, if you're afraid of heights, that doesn't, so what? If you're in outer space, there's no really heights in a sense. Somehow you get past. Okay. Just a second now. Okay, I had to get some molding showed up. Ugh. Okay, we're back here again. 0.29 miles, guys. 0.29 miles here. You're watching Let's Paint TV. Got some molding coming. I'm going to be making some picture frames for some of my paintings. And so I ordered some molding and they dropped it off. I'm not a big fan of framing. I kind of hate the whole premise of it, but it can make a painting look better, potentially. But I surely, and don't call me Shirley, I don't like frame shops and the idea that you have to spend more money on the damn frame than the damn artwork. That just drives me bonkers. So I make my own frames. And they're kind of not too good either. They're decent. They do the job, I guess. Anyway, 818-528-4516. You want to talk about outer space? You want to talk about framing of artwork? We just brought that up. You want to talk about exercise, painting? And what else was I kind of getting into? I forget. I guess that's about it. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. Okay, so 2.1 miles here. Maybe we'll give it a little jog here. I think I could go to a jog. Get a little jog going on here. Why not? Why not get a jog? But I don't feel like it. I feel like I should just kick it. So let's kick it here. Happy to do that with you all. Free. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ken Toddy. Ho, 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 ho. Na, 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 da, na, da, na. All right. That was a car commercial for the Volare, but there was another one. Just you and me, baby. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. These I have moments of glimpses, glitches, if you will, of what is it all about, what it's all about. A full comprehension, full compression, full tank, running on a full tank of ideas of full logic of everything clicking. I had moments, I had glimmers of full frontal nudity. I mean, exposed the cerebral cranium cortex. One's cranium cortex, full frontal lobotomy, which would be kind of fun to try to do. Run on the treadmill and then give myself a lobotomy. That would be kind of interesting. I wonder if we could pull that one off. I think, my setup here is all basically just me doing this whole thing, and I think the problem is that it doesn't. I think the camera, the filming of it all on an automatic switcher is kind of neat, but it doesn't. We can't get everything that is really. We need some help, is I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm like hesitant to do anything in our studio that I have created here, of anything of any importance, of visual importance, of interesting ideas, when I'm not able to film it. I'm on that idea for quite a while, hence not really been able to put forth or put out any interesting stuff. And I probably need to snap out of that thought process, or just, well, again, do it myself. Put a little more time into it. I don't necessarily want to. So I'm lazy. Don't want to. Just want to hang out with you. Already, almost a half a mile, guys, just walking half a mile. Think about that. Think about it, buddy. Thanks. And already getting kind of hot, which is kind of nice. Hot to trot. Oh, he's hot to trot. She's hot to trot. Hot to foxtrot. She's hot to foxtrot. Speaking of that, the quarterfinals. Last night I was watching a little quarterfinals of the Dancing with the Stars. And I was pleasantly surprised and very happy to know that they're going to be on tour and going across the country, Dancing with the Stars tour. And I'm getting my tickets. I want to see them in every city. I love Dancing with the Stars. Can't wait for that. And sad news, this I just found out too, along with the TV news. American Idol they will be having their last season this coming, I guess, January or whatever. So there's only one more American Idol. Yay! That's it. Bye-bye, American Idol. It was bound to happen. You know, when it's in the thick, that's what I guess that could be the case with Let's Paint TV. We're bound to close up shop sometime, but we don't have to, you know, we're not a commercial entity in that in such a gigantic way. We can, you know, our overhead is quite low. And we are not dependent on viewers, as you well see and know. 7 people watching right now. So we have the freedom to keep going. We're not limited to by what anyone wants to project or stuff like that. But anyway, people got tired of American Idol. I think people got tired of American Idol probably, 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know that Simon Cowell guy, he left American Idol in the sense of being, one of the judges, I think like 5 years ago, which no one, when you think of American Idol, you kind of think of him and Randy and who was the other person? Was there another? There had to have been another person. I don't even know who it was. Well, you think of those two, I guess. And neither one of those guys are on the program. And now that you have, you got a bunch of lovey-doveys on. It's just not that interesting. I guess there's some parts of it always interesting. I always like those programs when they're the beginnings. The beginnings are always good. And then as they select the people as they go further down the line, and they select certain people's greatness, their talent, because they're more talented than others. It becomes more formal. Perfection, guys. Is overrated. Is basically, and it's not interesting to watch. At some point, we get tired. I get tired of seeing perfectionism in fellow human beings. I want to see a more human, problematic relationship in my TV. All right. Paula Abdul, is that right? I think she was. I think she was the one of the three, right? It was Paula Abdul and Randy. What's his last name? Randy. I know his name was Randy. And then Simon Frown. Simon Frown, never smile. All right, 818-528-4516. So that's the news. That's the news here. We're talking about really anything and everything that's possibly 81 calories here. Just kind of getting my feet wet here, slowly but surely. 0.66 miles here. I'm gonna. My plan. My rest of the day, I'll be making some frames for my paintings. Not something I really. It's rewarding. It's something to do. And it can make for someone to buy the paintings as opposed to not having them framed. So that's, I guess, something to consider. But again, I'm not a big fan of framing. If you can avoid it, you're better off. But anyway, that's what I'm planning. It's a lot of technical kind of, which is good. Like I said, it's a nice change of pace. Nice to have a change of pace. I mean, you know, what are you just going to keep doing the same thing all the time? It's nice to kind of mix it up. So we're going to mix it up today. And I guess I'm not going to paint. It doesn't look like I'm going to paint. But I got to paint at some point. Otherwise, my brushes are going to die on me since I don't clean them as much as I should. 0.7 miles. We're not even trying, you know, and we're going to go to a mile without even. We're not even breaking a sweat, and we're gonna basically walk a mile. I didn't really run. I don't feel like my body doesn't really want me to run so much right now, so we're just gonna walk. And I'll probably do a little stretching also, and take your calls here. 2 miles an hour. Let's Paint TV. Talk about painting. Talk about we're talking about framing. Talking about American Idol. TV, talking about TV, outer space, talking about that, talking about motivation. What is your motivation? Well, how can we get motivated? It's hard sometimes. I feel like I'm in a perpetual funk. Don't you feel like sometimes you're in a perpetual funk? Like you're not motivated to do a damn thing? I get that. I feel that all the time. And yet, or I feel that almost daily, let's put it that way. It's not all the time, it's not 24/7, but it shows up every day. Kind of like Groundhog Day, the movie, Groundhog Day. I love that movie. Not that I want to see it, I just know the premise of the movie. It's a lovable premise. But these ideas show up of not being motivated, or at least they can. 818-528-4516. We just got a few more minutes here left of the program. I'm already being contextualized. I have recontextualized my self-worth by virtue of continuing on through the various platitudes of nothing, you know, like of nothing. Nothing is inspirational at times. Nothing is inspiring at times. But don't underestimate or miss or assume that the fact that you're bored out of your mind, you're not doing something constructive by not moving or by not budging or by not acting necessarily 24/7. One might want to take it easy, and we do quite a lot of that here on this program. But we're waking up. We're waking up, and let's not underestimate the beauty of waking up and going slow. Already almost 100 calories here. 8/10 of a mile. I just got an idea that I might want to try to paint. but I don't have a piece of paper right on hand. I have to go over there for the paper, so I'm gonna go do that right now. So let's stop the treadmill, see if we can get a newspaper here. Not a newspaper, but some paper for drawing. Let's do that. I want to draw something. I got a drawing idea. I don't know if I'm gonna act on it, but I just wanted to draw it. So let's do a little drawing. We don't do a lot of drawing here on this program. We end up avoiding it as much as possible, but you know, it ain't a bad thing to do some drawing. I kind of saw looking out the window here, or the doorway here, and I just sort of was inspired by what I saw. So maybe I don't know. It's probably not necessarily worth devoting a painting to, but you never know. You never know. Maybe it's worthy of something. So that's why we do a drawing. That's why one could do a drawing, a little sketch to possibly be enough of an inspiration to just kind of get you to go full tilt on the idea. But sometimes it's if you do sometimes it's a catch-22, because if you do a piss poor drawing, or you not convey the idea in the drawing enough, then it just looks like a shitty drawing, and then it kind of reinforces the idea that maybe your idea was shitty and not worth doing. So that's a problem. If you do rely on a drawing for any ideas, keep that in mind. You might want to make sure that the drawing has some form of correction or logic to the idea that is before you. Anyway, 818-528-4516 is the number here. We just have a few more minutes here on the program. Thanks again here. You're watching Let's Paint TV. Okay, so then I want to put, it's a and the little cat is the idea. It's a cat painting, basically. I just saw the little cat in the backyard walking, looking at me like, what are you doing? The cat's looking at me. The cat's looking at me saying, what are you doing? You're on your treadmill talking to yourself. That's what the cat's saying. What did the cat say? What was that? There was another song that was a little popular. Remember? What did the mouse say? What did the dog do? What was that? What did the? Okay, I think I gave you enough hints. Or maybe not. 0.87 miles. It was popular about maybe 5 years ago. What did the what say? Remember? It was like on everyone's tongue. They had to. Everyone was saying it. What did the what? Now I don't know what it was. I kind of don't even want to know, but it's not going to be. When we find out, it's not going to be strong enough to bug the shit out of you, kind of like a Matthew McConaughey Lincoln car commercial, where you're just sick of it. We've passed it, and I'm not even sick of a Matthew McConaughey Lincoln car commercial because they're not on anymore. Thank God. Thank God. Cat scratch fever. What did the fox do or say? That's it, Taylor. What did the fox say? What did the fox do or whatever? Remember, everyone was on that one. And that was like you couldn't go down the street and hear that somehow in your head because you're going crazy or blasting somehow in someone's boom box, whatever. Speaking of boom boxes, what is up with that? That's forever. I've been on this planet for for quite a while. Let's just leave it at that. And ever since I've been a kid, it's the same beat that comes out of those cars as people drive by. It's the bass. It's that bass. It's the same bass. You would think that it would change, but it doesn't. It's this boom, 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 boom. I mean, we've advanced. You would think that we've advanced as human beings to get another kind of beat, another sound, another boom, boom, boom. No, it's boom, 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 boom. Are we that primitive that we are respond to the same bass? It's the same bass that comes out of those cars as they go down the road. Boom, 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 boom. All right, someone's calling. I don't know if that's for me or it's just crank calls. As I'm 0.95 miles, guys. We are doing it all. Lots of stuff happening here at Let's Paint TV. All right. All right, that was not. I don't know why I have a phone when 99% of the time, literally 99 calls to the one call that's of any importance are all bullshit calls. People just basically calling to get your credit card number or something, or trick you into thinking that you're something wrong with your computer with an Indian accent. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't know why I have that phone. I don't know why and I'm paying for it too. It's not like it's a free phone. Paying like $40 a month for this landline phone that I'm not really sure why I have it. I need to get rid of it, I think. I need to cut some of this nonsense in my life. Maybe doing this show every day. No, don't say it. Don't say that. Don't say that. Revon says, I got an idea for a new painting last night. I'll be making another hybrid picture for myself. Fantastic. By the way, Revons, I sent your painting off yesterday. Just letting you know. All right. 124 calories and 0.99, meaning we're going to be at exactly 1 mile without even thinking about it. And I gotta say, I like exercising without thinking. I like making art without thinking. I like existing without thinking, or by just the continuum. I like that. I like, not you want to do it all the time, but it sure is a pleasurable experience. Exactly 1 mile without much thought, of much effort. And most likely we did not cause any irreparable harm to our body and soul. Body and soul. 818-528-4516. Taylor just got rid of her landline. Saved you $60 a month. I know. I'm really thinking about doing it. I got it down to 40. But it's tricky because they had all these like taxes and stuff, the landlines. And so it's I got it, like local calls for like $21 a month kind of deal. But then all the taxes shoot it up to 40, some crazy. It's always like $40. But I'm thinking maybe get rid of that landline too, yeah. I just haven't done it yet. But it's coming. I think it's coming. It's coming around the mountain. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. That's the show today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for the calls. Thanks for the chit-chats in the chat room. Thanks for perking my interest. My whatever. thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for all here. We will set the stage for you again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 2 Eastern and 7 Greenwich Mean Time, I believe. I don't know if that's 7. I think it is 7.
Thanks for the calls. Thanks for
What?
the chit-chat in
What?
the chat room.
What the hell is
For
going on? This is crazy.
freaking
Did I turn up the volume on that? I did. All right. I did that by accident. Thanks again. And if you like this program, you can always chip in and support it by going to patreon.com/letspainttv, or you can go to letspainttv.com itself and look at the various paintings and t-shirts and stuff like that, all there in the shop link. All right, guys, thanks again for being here. Once again, we're committed to something. We are committed to something. It could be excellence. It could be failure. It could be fruition, fruitless, fanatic. You name it. We're committed to something. And so with that, thanks again for being here. Thanks again. If I said that enough, one more time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.